Scott's going to announce our guest, so here we go!
Ladies, welcome to the stage, Scott Adkins! You do not stop till he's on the stage, Brussels!
Make us out
Welcome. Now, you've had a long day, so you get comfy. Yes. You've been out there all day. Busy day?
I'm tired.
Yeah, they're louder than you think. Yeah. They'll give you a bit of feedback. How's it been for you so far?
No, it's nice. Had a good turnout. It's nice to not be chopped liver. Yeah. And no, it's always great to come to these things and meet the fans and see what films they like the most and get some insight, things like that.
Is this, have you been doing a lot of these, or is this quite new for you, the old?
I've done a fair bit.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I've milked it.
I bet you've done some ones at like proper action conventions and things like that, though, haven't you?
Come on now.
I have done some action festivals.
Yeah, like different grounds, like.
Oh, I thought you said actual conventions, and I was like, harsh.
Yeah. You know, not any of the.
Yeah, real ones, not like this here. No, this is proper. And it's good to see all the cosplay and all that stuff and people getting into it. And I was amazed at all those samurai swords over there. Yeah. I want to try and check those out.
You're gonna try and get one through customs?
I might.
Yeah. This is the thing. I don't know if this is just when you're male and you just sort of get older, you just look at a sword and you go, yeah, I'll just buy a few of those. It's definitely ingrained in me.
I love a good samurai sword. I just have to wait for my 5-year-old to grow up a bit because I'm still worried he'll use it on his sister.
Yeah, maybe.
I have to put it high on the wall.
Training swords for a few years, phone ones. Have you trained with samurai swords?
I've done a little bit.
I think you have, yeah.
I did a film called Ninja 1 and Ninja 2. It's about ninjas. And obviously there's a bit of sword work in that.
Had you done sword work before that?
Well, no, I trained a bit for it. I need to do some more. I'm currently training at the moment, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because, like, I assume you've been training since you were probably as young as your son, like, because it just seems like you've...
Since I was 10.
Is that when you started?
Yeah, judo was the first martial art when I was 10.
The James Bond discipline?
The old karate chop, judo chop.
Yeah.
And then taekwondo and kickboxing and ninjutsu and kung fu and...
Are you one of those people that just everything, like once you...
I did a lot, yeah. But I would not stay in one martial art for too long. I would get bored and I would come out and I would go into another martial art. But I was always training in some martial art.
Do you have a favourite?
I'll say taekwondo, which is the one I did for a long time, from the age of 13 to maybe 18.
Yep.
And it gave me good kicks, which obviously I'm known for my kicks, but taekwondo is all about the good clean lines of the kicks.
Yeah.
So that was a good martial art for me.
Do you still remember your, it's not called the kata, is it? It's, that's in karate.
It's called something else in Korean, which I can't remember either.
Something in Korean.
But yeah, patterns.
Yes.
I remember some of them, yeah.
So demonstrate them.
And now we want you to beat up some convention people. No, never. But on that, like, what was your route from, say, just learning as a child to being in films and stuff? That can't be a straightforward road. Like, you don't just, or were you always like, this is what I want to do?
No, it's funny because obviously Van Damme's here.
Yeah.
And the truth is that when I was 12, Bloodsport came out.
Yes, we talked about this earlier.
And I watched Bloodsport and I literally got my mom. Well, I remember going to the video store and seeing this film, Bloodsport. Like, wow, who's this international martial arts sensation, Jean-Claude Van Damme? Who's that guy with a weird name? And I remember it was an 18 certificate, so I couldn't get it. So I got the video and I hid it at the back. And I went home and I got my mom. And I said, Mum, you've got to come and rent this video for me because it looks amazing. It's called Bloodsport. It's about killing and all sorts. And she came and she rented it for me, and I literally watched the film over the course of 3 days. I didn't take it back to the video store and watch it again and again and again. And I remember saying to my mum, this is what I want to do. I want to do what that guy does, Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's funny to be talking about that now here in Brussels with Van Damme in the other room. But that's what it was for me. I mean, I was a big fan of Bruce Lee at that point anyway. But at the age of 12, 13, when I saw Bloodsport, that crystallized it for me.
How
And I
cool
made
is
my
your
mind
mum?
up.
Your mum's awesome.
Well, she was just like, okay, whatever. Do you want some peas with your chips, love?
My mum was the same. She used to always rep me exactly the same, Bloodsport, all that stuff. And then me and my brother for about 3 days would be going, John Lee, just pretending to throw shit at each other.
Cool mate. Yeah,
What
Bloodsport,
changed?
great.
You both had the same moment, and yet
I had a lot more accidents on the way. I don't know. I never was nimble enough or agile enough. Did you take quite naturally to learning to do martial arts?
Yeah, I think that's the other
I got
thing.
casually to that. Yeah.
I think that's the other thing, like, you want to do something and then you find out that you're good at it and it reaffirms it to yourself to keep you going back.
Yeah.
Because it did come naturally to me, martial arts.
But did you, because like with a lot of people who do martial arts and go into acting, did you come up through the stunt side of things or did you go straight to acting? Like what was your route in?
I knew I wanted to do what, you know, Van Damme was doing or Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan. And stunts is a part of that.
Yeah.
So I did start off in Hong Kong movies, basically as a stuntman, but not doing crazy stunts, but just little bits.
If you watched the, I can't remember what it's called now, the documentary about the Hong Kong stunt, like...
Yeah, I have, yeah. That's tough life.
Unbelievable. Like, just
Gotta be
anyone,
tough.
Have you had any bad ones, like anything that's gone horrible, or you've been alright so far?
I haven't done any crazy stunts. I'm not Tom Cruise. I'm not hanging on the sides of planes. But even like getting hit by a car or something like that, I haven't done the thing, or rolling down a flight of stairs. I haven't done things like that, but then, you know, running up somebody's chest and flipping over and doing a backflip.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You'll sprain a few ankles and land on your head. And I've smashed through, you know, bits of glass and debris and all that stuff. But I'm not a stuntman.
I love how casual you were there, because if that was me, I was like, I ran up this guy's chest, did some kick, I'd be so excited, just like, yeah, just a day at work. Very easy.
Sometimes the fight scene is harder than like a little stunt because you are going to get hit sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's all part and parcel of being a martial artist anyway. I mean, you're used to a bit of contact.
Yeah.
But you do, you know, you get hit a lot doing those fights.
What's the longest you'll have to like train to do choreography for a fight? Like how long does that take? Especially like something John Wick level, where you're in a...
Well, that was the funny thing about John Wick, because like I thought, oh, there's going to be loads of training for John Wick. But because Chad Stahelski, the director, comes from the world of stunts and understands than me, having done all these martial arts films, he knew he didn't need to have me do anything. So he showed me what to do on the set.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. And that's a testament to Keanu Reeves, that he's at a place now where you show him on the spot and he can do it as well.
Yeah.
You don't have to train him up now. He knows everything. He's got all the skills with the gun and with the Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu and everything, the Matrix and all that. You show him and he does it on the spot as well.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I genuinely thought you guys would be doing like months of prep.
We did come up with some concepts and work on some stuff in the gym that we sent to the director, and it was all thrown out the window, and on the day we did something else.
Oh,
Yeah.
how was it in the suit? Everyone wants to know that, but
Everyone asked that question. It wasn't that bad.
how heavy was it?
It wasn't as heavy as you think it is.
Really?
We tried to make it look heavier than it was. And it was flexible so I could do the kicks. But it was just cumbersome.
When I watched you in that suit, and like, cause I've
The
watched
heat was the big
like,
issue, the heat.
Really?
You had to have a cooling, I was connected to a cooling box by
wow.
a tube that came out my arse.
oh, so like
Plugged it into the ice cold water, straight up the jackson.
so a bit like how astronauts.
If you just come into this conversation,
Yeah, we're talking about Scott's what he's been doing in Brussels so far.
straight up the jackson.
Yeah, that's insane. I generally, because I knew it would be like modern and lightweight, but I was still like, there's no way you could be this flexible in that suit. But that's
No, it was, I've actually put on the bat suit.
really
Long story, from The Dark Knight Rises. And if you did a kick in the bat suit, if you tried to kick, it would pull your head down like that. That's why he probably did that Casey martial arts. But the fat suit in John Wick was very flexible.
Why are we in the bat suit?
Long story, not for today.
Subtext, very illegal reasons. But again, like this is what I'm fascinated with. Like, how do you get to that? Is it like when you meet someone, like you say with Keanu, and you're just doing it on set? Is that just like you're so understanding of the process that you can just sort of go, all right,
Yeah.
this is what we'll do. I'll do this, you do that. And then, yeah.
In your brain, you have to be able to remember intricate choreography, and you're shown it, and you just remember it like that, and it's practice that you get to that level. But the thing is, I started off in Hong Kong movies, and in Hong Kong, they would make the fight up on the day, they would show it to you, and you would perform it straight away for the camera. So that's actually how I learned.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's pressure.
And it is very high pressure.
How old were you when you were doing Hong Kong movies?
I was 22.
So like, probably like, I've got to get this right, I've got to do
I was
this.
thrown into the deep end doing it with the best guys, John Wick Chapter and, Sammo Hung.
Oh,
Baptism by fire.
what's Sammo Hung like?
So it's cool, it's funny.
Yeah, he's great. But those guys love comedy as well, don't they? Like
They love comedy.
They love Buster Keaton, all that
They're
stuff.
brilliant directors, action directors, performers, everything, actors, just the best.
How did you get to Hong Kong from Birmingham?
I would send my video off to this guy, an English guy in Hong Kong, Bay Logan, and he wrote back and said, he didn't say that.
Yeah. Cough, 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 cough. See you in Hong Kong.
He said they're doing a.
So you've got water there. It's a very convoluted letter, but once you read between the coughs, it was very good. Yeah, take a moment, don't worry.
I just turned into my character from John Wick. He said they're doing a martial arts film in Hong Kong, and I've showed your video to the director. Do you want to come and do it?
That easy.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's why I'm sending videos of me to everyone in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I don't
It
know
wasn't
martial
easy in
arts,
those days to send videos anywhere
Because
either.
that'd be mini DV or something.
I mean, you just email it now, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, what year was that? 2000.
1999.
Oh, so yeah, you.
So I was in Hong Kong for the millennium, and it was pretty.
Whereabouts in Hong Kong were you?
Oh, I can't remember. I was too drunk. But I was somewhere.
Did you live out there for a while then? Because you lived.
Yeah, I wanted to go out and be in the Hong Kong movies. I never imagined I'd go to Hong Kong. Yeah, I always thought I'd be in American movies, and somehow I just happened to be in Hong Kong, and I became the new guy, the new white guy that all the Chinese action heroes wanted to kick the shit out of for a bit, and I was happy to be the man.
Were you a fan of Hong Kong action films before you ended up working there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was the
So
thing.
like obviously like
Jackie
Drunken
Chan.
Master and Police Story.
Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, Yun Biao,
Yeah.
John Woo movies,
Yeah.
Andy Lau, and all those Hong Kong actors in the 90s. But that really, the heyday of action cinema, martial arts action cinema, the best it's ever been is the late 80s, early 90s Hong Kong action cinema. It's never been better, and it never will be.
It's also, there's something that it can't be, because in that era, health and safety wasn't like, there's no guy on
I'll
set
tell you what.
going,
I'll tell you what it was. You've got the Jackie Chan stunt team, and you've got the Sammo Hung stunt team, and you've got the other Hong Kong stunt teams, and they're all trying to outdo the other one. And so you don't have CGI. They're not very good at the car stunts and everything. They're all about the fight scenes and the wire work. And what they had was the grit and the determination to do the crazy and most outrageous physical stunts possible. And they were trying to one-up each other. And they were literally killing each other to do it.
Does that,
And it was insanely dangerous.
That guy who jumped onto, was it an ice rink or something? Like that was like one of the stunts they did, and it's just like stories and stories.
It smashes through the window.
Yeah.
I know that was in the swimming pool. I don't remember that one specifically, but yeah, there's crazy stunts.
Honestly, it's like, but they were the, like you say, late 80s, early 90s. That just re-sparked all the Western sort of martial arts, because
that was when it was
so
at its
good.
best.
Yeah. But because obviously the 70s had the Bruce Lee invasion.
But we all learned from those movies. You know, you look at the action directors of today, like Stahelski, who does the John Wick, David Leitch, who does Deadpool 2 and Hobbs and Shaw, Sam Hargrave, who does the Extraction movies. They all grew up watching that era of Hong Kong action film, soaking it all in. And now Hollywood is as good as them as they are at fights. But it didn't used to be that way.
Honestly, I could honestly deep dive on this all day. We are going to let you guys ask some questions in a second, so if you do have a question, please get your hand up and we will get a microphone to you. Yeah, we got a lot over this side. Hello. Thomas is somewhere. Where is our microphone? Oh, he's coming from the back. Amazing. Yeah, we got some over this side. Just perfect. Why they're getting there? What attracts you to, like, what makes you excited when you take a role? Is there something where you're like, fuck, I can't wait to do this?
It's the acting more now. I mean, that's a common answer, isn't it? But what's the character? Is the character something different? I look for strong characters, or to work with a director that I really want to work with.
Great. Question. Go for it. Oh, we just need live on the yellow. Yeah, if we can just try it again.
Hello. Yeah, Mr. Adkins, huge fan. Love your work. How long are you planning to do this? To star in movies and do your own stunts and do your own fights? Do you have like an age where you're like, this is not for me anymore? Or do you just wing it?
Just gonna do it till I drop. I'm gonna do it until they say, listen mate, you better stop now. You're too old and busted and broken, and you've never been able to act, so maybe stop. No, I'll do it for as long as I can. I love it. It's the only thing I ever wanted to do. I feel very lucky to be in this position. And honestly, every movie, even the bad ones, really, I try my hardest. I don't take it for granted. I love it. I'm probably going to direct soon.
Oh, amazing.
I've got my eyes on something. But I love the art of filmmaking, and I always have, so I'll do it for as long as I can. And maybe if my body doesn't let me anymore, I will move behind the camera.
Thank you very much. For everyone here, I think we have to say, please keep that body intact, because, everything you do, I'm absolutely...
I'm good.
Yeah. Walks down the steps. Next question, please.
Good afternoon, Scott. So I've got a question for you. A lot of your movies are on the low budget. A lot of your movies are on the low budget end of the spectrum. Still massively entertaining and brilliant. But a question for you is this. If you could remake any of your movies, any one of your movies with 10 times as much budget as you had at the time, which one would it be and why?
I'll say The Debt Collector, because it just works as a movie. It would change the ending, of course. But that was super cheap. We made that like super cheaply. But people really appreciate it, and the dynamic between the characters. We also came in and rewrote that with just a few small on Jesse's original script. And people keep coming back and saying, oh, can we have another Debt Collector? But that was super low budget, so that would be one to do.
Just because I'm always curious about budget, how much did you manage to make that for? Do you remember what it was?
Under $1 million.
Yeah.
Under $1 million. $1 million sounds like a lot of money, right? But when you got catering and travel costs and all the rest of it, it doesn't go very far. So we shot that in like 17 days.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How, again, just on that vein, how long did one shot take? Because I'm obsessed with like one shot.
Well, one shot is a different thing because essentially we're trying to get the film is broken up into different shots. You can't make an action film in one continuous shot. It's impossible. No one can do it. It's too dangerous. So what you would do is every day you would have like either a 10-minute shot to get, or 2 5-minute shots, or maybe a 3-minute one and a 2-minute one and a 3-minute one. And so the first part of the day you would rehearse everything, and then you have lunch, and lunch weighs you down, so I would skip lunch, and then for the next part of the day you would just try and get the perfect version of that take. You just do it over and over again.
How many days did you shoot that?
Well, because of that, once you've got it, you've got it.
Yeah.
So we shot that in 21 days. So there's at least 21 cuts.
That
But there's
film,
more.
I've watched it a few times, and it's so well sewn together. Like, it's,
I appreciate that. You guys watch one shot. It needs more love.
It really
But let me tell you now, one shot 2 is much better.
really?
And the first one was good.
Yeah, I honestly.
But one shot 2 has got twice the amount of action.
Should have got a 2-shot.
Well, we're calling one more shot.
Nice. Nice. Yes, please. Oh yeah, can we just get the yellow up again, please? Yep.
Yes. First of all, thank you for coming to Brussels. It's very great to have you here. I have a question about martial arts. What can you give like advice for the new generation?
Oh, that's good. What advice could you give to the new generation?
Martial arts stars. Do you know, it's a weird time, isn't it? Because you can literally put somebody's face on a stuntman and you can't tell. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Why have I been doing this for so long? So my advice to the new generation is you better make sure you can act. Because in the 80s, it was alright to have a good set of pecs and a handsome face and some nice martial arts moves, and you were good to go. But now you need more than that, because if Matt Damon is an action star, because he's a great actor, then you need to pull his socks up.
There you go. Oh yeah, bloody socks up. Yeah, we've got a few more. I'll come to you in a second. If you go that way, Thomas, I'll get this one, and then we'll let Scott get back to his life.
Okay, I'm a big fan of your movies from since the start, but the best part was in John Wick 4. I really loved that scene. Were you invited by the producer, or did you actually apply for that role?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the director, Chad Stahelski, was one of the people sat down for the first screening of Undisputed 2. He's from the world of stunts and martial arts. He's known about Scott Adkins for a long time. He's not snobby. When somebody says Scott Adkins to him, other directors might think, what, that guy from all those low-budget martial arts films? Not Chad. Chad thinks, yeah, man. There's no like snobbery about him you might get from other producers. He knows the worth of having someone in there that can act, but can also do all the physical stuff, because it makes his job easier. So he wrote the part for me, and for some reason he thought I'd make a really amazing fat German.
It's a role you were born to play.
Who can kick ass.
Yeah. The wrestling's about to start, so we'll get that last question now, and then we'll let you go. Yeah.
Hello Scott, nice to meet you, always a pleasure to meet you. I'm a big fan of you, not only your movies, I like your YouTube channel, your tutorials, your martial arts tutorials and everything. My question is, which you have a lot of amazing movies. Which one is your favorite, your special favorite movie, and which one you didn't like, and you say it was a mistake to make this movie, maybe. Thank you.
Which is your favourite of all your films?
My favourite movie is hard. like the Accident Man ones are very personal to me because it was a comic book that I grew up reading, so I love those movies. Obviously I like Boyka and Undisputed because that's a great character, more than the martial arts. What an amazing character. I think people love that film not just because of the fights, but the characters. There's so many layers and it's so interesting. And the same with Avengement, because it's a really interesting character. And what was it? What was my least favourite? I want to know what's your least favourite? Least favourite? I want to hear it. I want to hear it. And come on, what's my worst movie?
Don't do this to yourself, Scott.
Let's hear it. Which movie is it? What?
Nothing. Oh, don't.
It's probably Incoming.
Is that the one?
Max Cloud. That's my favourite.
Brilliant. We are going to let Scott go before all the noise kicks up, but honestly, I could chat all day about 90s action films and your great.
Thanks for having me, everyone. It's great to be here.
Absolutely lovely, yeah.
See you again next time. Gonna go and eat some chocolate and have some beer.
Yeah. The last thing we do, we get a photo with everyone with the crowd behind us, so. Yes, please. You guys know what to do. Pull your faces. Thank you very much. Scott Adkins, everyone! Please, go see him. And that is it for day one at Comic Con, because unfortunately Jenna...